We're gonna go live after this count. We going live now, but we're gonna kick in after after this 30-second video clip.
Okay.
Good evening, good evening, good evening, and welcome to the Big Picture Podcast Show. I am here with Keena Isom. Is it okay? And this young lady, Sheran Frazier West.
Yep, that's me.
And we're gonna get into their business a little bit, but at the same time, we here to promote and uplift as well. And my first thing is I would like for y'all to introduce yourselves. Get just a brief introduction because I know y'all both kind of deep or whatever, but just something to let people know who you are and about your businesses. Either one of y'all could go first.
Okay. My name is Sheran Frazier West, as he stated, and I'm from Dangerfield, Texas, good old East Texas.
Already.
And I recently opened up a beauty supply slash I guess you could say braid shop in Dangerfield. Address is 404 Broadnax, Suite 2 in Dangerfield, Texas. And let's see, I am a widow. I was about to say I was married, but I'm a widow, recently widowed. My husband passed away about a year ago. I have 4 children. Thank you. I appreciate that. I have 4 children, and I have 1 boy and 3 girls. And I'm excited about this new business venture that I'm on, because it is something I'm bringing to fruition that me and my husband actually were, working on before he passed. So
okay.
My education background is in social work. I have a bachelor's degree in social work and just applied for the master's program. So kind of addicted to learning new things. So hopefully I'll be getting my master's in the spring.
Oh, that's what's up.
2022.
Okay.
All right, my name's Nikina Isom. I'm from Pittsburgh, Texas, born and raised, been there my whole life. I'm a mom to 5 amazing kids. I've been a registered nurse probably about 6 years. I've been a nurse more than 10 years altogether. Just opened a new scrub shop there in Pittsburgh, downtown at 150 Quitman Street. I really seen that there was a need in the area. We have 2 local hospitals, several healthcare organizations in the area, and there was nowhere really for anyone to shop for the things that we needed to do our jobs. So after careful consideration, I just decided that it was something that I was going to do. After COVID hit, I was allowed the opportunity to work and be able to bring my vision to life. Right now, working is my cousin. My first cousin works for me, and me and my kids. My sister-in-law started off with it, but she's been unable to continue. So, just me and my kids that are doing it. I have 2 teenage girls that really stepped up to the plate, and we're doing this together.
Hey, that's a beautiful thing, man.
Yes, it is.
That's awesome.
In your drive to become an entrepreneur, or as we like to say in the Black community, bosses, what made you, besides the vision from your husband or something y'all wanted to do, what really pushed you into wanting to step up and really stick your chest out with it?
Well,
I've always said, it's hard.
It's very hard, and I've always kind of had a business mindset. I'm not going to say I always had one, but I had a friend, a homegirl, who was, just had this entrepreneur mindset, and it kind of just grew on me. And I quickly realized the more I kind of researched and the more I started dabbling in different things, because I've done several different business ventures in the past, um, I was kind of like, this is not for everybody. I know it sounds good being a boss, but
Right.
do you have what it takes to be one? And it requires a lot of your time, hard work.
Thick
Um,
skin.
it's your baby, so you have to nurture it, and it's not easy. So, and it's not something that you just do because, oh, she got a business, oh, I could do that too. It's kind of like something you got to have to be passionate about. Like Hina, she saw the need for it in her area. She's in the nursing field.
Makes sense.
Obviously she feels good and passionate about, what she's doing in her community, and that's awesome. But it sounds good, but do you really have what it takes? So
Okay.
I kind of went, you know, kind of landed in real estate. My job required me to have a real estate license, so I had to get that. So I did that. Didn't really sell anything or really get deep down into it. I really want to be more on the investment side. Um, you know, I have rental property now, but I just I've done quite a bit. Bounce house business. I'm currently, a podcast, bedroom candy consultant.
Right.
Um,
We're gonna get
but
into that later.
yeah, but as far as like my drive for it, it's just I don't know. It's just um I just love to learn new things, and um I'm an open-minded person. But definitely this new business venture has whew, it's tough, but I'm gonna make them be all right.
You
Well, I
will.
heard, I heard both of y'all before we came in talking about how tired y'all was, and it's like I understand. Trust me.
Hmm.
So Isom or Isom,
It's awesome.
Isom, okay. Because hey, I'm a rapper and I hate when people mispronounce my name. So there you go, Isom. Okay. Okay, your motivation for it.
Honestly, my motivation came from I was when I set out to become a nurse, I was just like, my mindset was I'm going to the top. But somewhere along that process, I realized that going to the top for me really meant always working for somebody else, and that was not my mindset.
Hmm.
Um,
Oh
it's
wow.
been it's been on me for a long time, and I just sat one day and just really thought, if I can work this hard for somebody else,
Hmm.
if I can, make another person's business grow, if I can nurture, because I love what I do. I love to take care of people. And so I just sat down and realized this is something that it's a passion for me. So I just took a passion and something that's like a goal of wanting to be my own boss, and I combine them together because I have a
Hmm.
love for nursing and a passion, and it's enabled me. I'm currently working on a couple of other projects, so I've just taken my love and my passion for this, and that's just really where it comes from. Wanting to be my own boss, wanting freedom for me and my kids, wanting to leave generational wealth for them.
Right.
That's where my drive comes
That
from.
that's crazy. You kind of answered my next question, but at the same time, I gotta ask you this because you keep saying nursing field. Like are you like the real nurse or like the CNA? You know where I'm going with it because I've been in the hospital a lot. I done woke up and I'm the one that's taking care of me, and I'm thinking she the nurse, and she like, well, no, I'm the CNA, and I'm like,
But I want to tell you something, Craig. This is where a lot of people go wrong. I have respect for all occupations, and we have
right,
to in this
Hmm.
world, because a
right,
CNA is just as important. I'm a registered nurse, but a CNA is a vital part of my team. I
Hmm.
can't do my
right,
job
right,
without her.
Thank you,
yeah.
Kina.
I mean, I was at UT Southwest for like forever with the lung thing, so I talk to them all the time, and the CNAs will come in and work as hard as the nurses. Like every
They
4 hours they pricking my fingers, they weighing me, they taking whatever they need from me, they getting it, and
Mhm.
we
nur-
Well, actually, I did an interview several years ago. I was interviewed for the Pittsburgh Gazette, and they asked me was one of the hardest jobs I had. I was a CNA before I became a nurse. I
So
became
it's so
certified
it
and went.
steps to it. It steps to it.
Well, yes, you don't have
It
to
can
become a
be.
CNA, but I watched my mom. She was a CNA, and she
Mhm.
just always instilled in me, you will not stay at this level. At the time, I
Mhm.
really couldn't understand it. But as I began to progress in healthcare, I
Mhm.
really seen what she was talking about. A lot of nursing I didn't understand until I put those shoes on my feet. I was
Right.
one of the aides. I used to think, oh, my nurse does not want to help me. This and that. It's
Mhm.
a lot of mental work that goes into nursing.
Okay.
And it's crucial, just as well as the CNA's aspect is crucial to the healthcare team. Also the RN, her role is very crucial. You know, um,
Mhm.
she gets paid for what she knows here, and what you know here is how
Mhm.
you take care of your patients.
Mhm.
My mindset that
Well,
my mindset is totally different, but
Yeah.
my,
from when I was a CNA,
well,
but that allows
my
me to
mom
help.
was a CNA and always worked in nursing homes and different stuff like that.
They have a very tough job, but it's very
Mhm.
meaningful, and
Yeah.
it's
She
necessary.
loved it. She loved
Yes.
it because I used to always ask her like, because she always complained she didn't make much, but she was there faithfully. And
Mhm.
and if she left one nursing home, she was at another one. And
Mhm.
when she moved to Dallas several years ago, straight to a nursing home. And of course,
Mhm.
they pay a lot more. But it's just like I know what it is. And then uh summer, not some 2010 at the at US Steel where we worked, we were laid off. So I got a chance to enroll in college for the first time.
Mhm.
I took medical assistance because that was
Mhm.
something that I was kind of interested in. And I got a chance to learn so much with the like medical billing and coding, uh, everything it took to become a medical assistant, the
Mhm.
insurance classes I took, the words, with certain things, the medical terms. So all of that goes into, I guess, like prerequisites for bec- becoming a nurse or a healthcare worker.
Mhm.
Okay. So yeah, I ain't just totally lost. It's just when people say the whole nursing thing, it's like it's such a
Mhm.
range.
It
It's
Right.
is.
just
Yeah, it is a range. It's a lot to go into healthcare. It is.
okay.
But
That's what I'm saying. Like I don't want anybody to be confused. Like she calling herself a nurse, like a RN type nurse. Like the big nurse. So yeah,
but
I
yes,
see.
I am a registered nurse.
Well, hey, I'm proud to know you. Like I know I know a real nurse. Like shit, if I get in a situation, I'm calling you. Like, hey man, you owe me. But like I said, the next question was sort of like, like how long you had this passion and like going back to Sheran, like what made you choose the lane you went in with the healthcare and uh, the thing like that? What made
Okay.
you?
So when it
You
comes
seem
to
like you well
healthcare,
versed a lot of things. You can do a lot of things.
yeah. Well, actually, like I said, my bachelor's degree is in social work, and I worked at a nursing home, long term care facility, as the social service coordinator. I loved it. I loved it, and naturally, it's always been drawn to the elderly population. And
Right.
so I found myself just being in there. I'm at work at 8 o'clock, and I found myself quickly not able to leave when it's time for me to leave at 5 o'clock because call lights are going off and they're short staffed, and I can't stand to think of someone needing some assistance and they're just waiting and waiting. So anybody can answer a call light. So I started, finding myself being at 11 o'clock at night, just answering call lights and that type of thing. So I became so passionate about it. And then there were some things I didn't necessarily agree with. But I decided I wanted to be the change that I wanted to see. So I started studying to become an administrator. And so I actually went through the whole schooling and finished all that. And so I'm just needing to test now. But as far as long term care, my passion basically came when I just really, I mean, my mom too worked in a nursing home all of my life as a CNA, then a medication aide. And I would see how she would be so tired, but she just loved what she did. Now I really understand um her passion, just working as a social service coordinator in the nursing home. So that's pretty much where my passion came from as far as my um path to becoming an administrator, which is very scary because you're the overseer of all of the residents, and it doesn't matter if you don't know that someone didn't document something or do something. You're still they expect you to know, and you could go to prison. I mean, it could get really deep. So I
But
just kind of.
before we
Hmm.
get off of this broadcast, I'm
Hmm.
gonna share some testimony with you.
Hmm.
But like for instance, the nappy social,
Hmm.
which tells me you kind of digging into your African American roots,
Yes.
with the
Hmm.
nappy thing. That's I was kind of intrigued by the title of that.
Really.
Like the nappy social, like
A
because
lot of people ask me, why did you name it that?
I
They
mean it's
ask
your
me that.
like nowadays what goes on is with anything you do is you branding. So is that
Right.
so that's like your brand.
Right.
Uh so I can understand why you did it. I just, when you say nappy and then you go to digging into like the hair products,
Hmm.
feminine type stuff, this Yanni soap that we're gonna talk about one day.
The
And
yoni, my yoni.
yeah, that Yanni soap. And so yeah, I'm always intrigued, like what made people go a certain way. Like said, she was in the scrubs because she knew the sort of like the need. She could feel that void.
Hmm. Well,
And
I'm gonna just tell you, I went natural about 2007, and back to working in the nursing home. So I was sitting with someone that day. I don't want to say her name
right,
because we're on a live. She may not want people to know. But we were sitting there. We were talking about natural hair because she was in the process of about to, I believe, begin a lock journey. And so we were just sitting there talking because I believe she was a social worker for a home health company or maybe a hospice company. And so I said, you know what, we need to have a nappy social. Kind of get together. I started out as maybe an idea of like we have an event, all naturals get together, talk about different products and different things like that.
and drink
And
wine.
so that's where the nappy social came from, the name, because I said that. I said, let's have a nappy social event.
Okay,
Hmm. So that's where the name came from.
I'm a
But
natural
I've
guy,
always
but
loved natural hair
I,
and to talk about products and
I'm
different
a
issues that
natural
people
guy,
have.
but I really like when they got hair. I like styles too, so
What do
I
you
don't
mean?
know.
What do you mean?
I like the natural look on some people, but some people it don't work. Let's just be honest.
Mm, you one of those, huh?
No, no, I just
You
like what I like.
or you just saying some of it they look unkempt, I guess you would say.
uh, I mean, whatever your journey is,
Craig,
Are you? I mean,
that,
but
but the thing is, that's what God gave us. It's really a tug of war with women, and especially African American women in our hair. It really
right,
is a journey, like Sheran said. You have to learn. I catch myself now. I don't tell my little one because I'm not natural, but all my girls are. Um,
mm,
but I'm getting ready. We're going to do sister locks here. But I find myself, I don't say nappy around them. I don't say it's a good or bad hair. All
right,
of our hair
right.
is good because God gave it to us. But it's
mhm,
it's something that's taught to it's something that's taught to us young black girls at such a young age that we
mhm.
feel like there is something wrong with our hair.
Yeah.
Well, I have three daughters, two with no edges, one
Mm.
with hair down the back. So I don't know. I don't know what happened, but I'm just saying, I love them all the same. But hey, some of them got their daddy hair. Somebody got, I don't know from the father or the other one. I don't know compared to the way her hair look. Like it's nice. So I'm wondering where she got that. But like I said, whatever lane or that floats your boat or make you happy. Hey, I'm pushing for it. Uh, one of the other questions I have for y'all is Are y'all getting the support from family and friends first?
Mm,
Like, because and I say that to say this, even with me doing podcasts, when I started out, if I can't get my friends and family to support me, how can I get anybody else?
Well, I feel differently about it, but I will say that my support has been overwhelming. I have family that doesn't even wear scrubs, that have bought scrubs, they buy shoes, they buy something to support. So I
mm,
thank
Right,
God, I thank God for that. But I also made my mind up, Craig, that whether they support me or not. And I used to be like, oh, if they don't support me, this and that. Now I don't have an issue with it. I kind of changed my mindset. So
right,
mhm,
I yeah, it doesn't bother me because God is going to send me what I need.
mhm.
So
That's right.
my
right.
mindset is you're not my audience. So is I'm going to treat you nice, but you may not be my audience. And that's what I had to learn embarking on this journey. Everybody is not going to be your audience. It's not going to be my target. So,
True.
I may not have what you want to need. And I'm cool with that because I trust and I know at the end of the day, God is gonna meet the need over here for Keena and her kids.
Mhm.
And he ain't failed
Yeah,
me yet.
yeah. You own it. You own it. Uh, Miss West,
I'm gonna say,
'cause I know you just open.
I am. Hey, sometimes I'm too open,
I mean, now I'm
but
saying your
I'm
shop,
just,
you just open.
I'm just gonna be real about it. I'm on social media all the time, and I'm just gonna say that, I don't really get to see, when you're as busy as we are, you don't see family that much. And I know
Right,
a lot of people depend on, social media to stay connected with people, but we got to tap in sometimes and call people and text people. I'm guilty of it too. you know
right,
so
right.
maybe the support doesn't come from, oh, well, I haven't heard from her, because when people don't have the same business mindset that you have, they'll take it as you're acting funny. I ain't heard from her, this and then the other, when really you just over here like super busy, because time is critical
Right.
when you have your own business or several businesses going, or things that you're wanting to tap into. So
Yeah.
some people,
And you can get lost in yourself as well.
You
and you
can.
can.
You can.
And you got to have balance. You got to have balance. But I'm just going to say, to answer your question, briefly, um, I'm going to say I could have more support from my family, but I'm not expected to have, you know, um, a ton of support from my family. But I can say that my community been going hard for me.
Well, that leads me into my next question about both of y'all type of businesses. Black people, we're gonna go away from the whole being negative about we don't support each other. But
We
the
do. We
biggest
do
thing
support
is
each other.
no. But here the thing is, like I know with me, I'm a quality over quantity guy. So
Hmm.
the merchandise is it quality? Like is it comparable to you know the people at the other scrub place? Like
Hmm.
like the real deal. Because like I
Right.
said, when you go out to eat, good food sell itself. Same thing with
Right.
quality anything. So if you got the quality scrubs and they ain't, and people wondering like why hers is $15 cheaper, then you looking at it like it's something wrong with these scrubs.
And I've had to answer that question with the client before. She told me that City Trends had very cheap scrubs, but I
Right.
had to explain to her the quality that you get for these scrubs. You can't expect scrubs not to wrinkle. You can't expect these not to
Hmm.
stain. You're gonna pay. Cotton scrubs they're gonna be cheaper. And I just explained to the customer if that's what you want, I supply it all. I may
What
not
what
keep
wait a
that.
minute, what scrub is better than the next? You said cotton.
No, I don't. They make a new fiber that has a lot of more rayon in it. Most of the scrubs now that the good material is going to be like a silky feel, something that you don't have to iron every day. That's just the going thing right now.
Oh, okay.
Um, my main slogan is I have scrubs for everybody. You know, if your budget is over here, I got you, and if your budget is here, I have you too. So
Okay.
my
Okay.
store is full of
So they don't
everything
have
for
no
all budgets.
excuse. No excuse. So if they're gonna support you, they just gonna support you.
Basically.
Oh, that's what I want to hear.
Yeah.
And what's up with the hair? Because Going back to the your situation
Okay,
now.
so I wasn't, the idea wasn't to be, carrying bundles and all these things. I really just wanted to do like pre-stretched hair, for like knotless box braids, um, wigs, a few wigs. I wasn't per se trying to do the whole, you know,
Wigs are
expensive
sexy.
hair because of our economy right now. You know,
Right.
and then online, there's an online market. A lot of people buy the expensive hair
Yeah,
online.
you
So
competing with
I'm
them
like,
as
I
well.
need to sell things that they don't want to drive 25 minutes or 45 minutes to Longview
To
and get.
long view.
And then
Yeah.
they're not, everything in my store is kind of, um, mostly mainly under 20 bucks. You know
Okay.
what I'm
I
saying?
see what you said. Yeah.
Yeah. But, I like Keena's, I had a lady in, the other day, she told me that, oh, well, your eyelashes are kind of high. The eyelashes were $3.99, but I had already went $3.99.
That's high.
But I had already been to my competitor, which was the
You
Dollar
want to say
General,
that.
where the eyelashes they had there, the highest ones was $4. So that's why I priced them at $3.99. But somebody
Oh,
is always gonna, say have something to say. But here's the thing: if I go somewhere and I want something, I want to buy something. I'm not. If I want it, I'm gonna buy it.
Yes.
You
hey,
know, and
that's what's up.
nobody. I know nobody else is gonna be going, and nobody. I don't go to the beauty supply and say things like that to anyone else. But sometimes, we can feel entitled,
Yeah.
to just say that. And that's fine. But my price is gonna be what they are.
Well, I mean, like again, I got 3 daughters, and when they tell me what they pay to get their hair done, and so I'll be like, okay, if you're gonna pay this much to get their hair done, why would you use cheap hair? Like it to me, it would make sense.
But to
But
some people, it makes good sense to them. I've never understood it, but it does.
I'm a man, and that don't make sense to me because most of the time it was coming out of my pocket. So I'm like, it didn't make sense to me.
Well,
And
hair, I mean, when you get to that level of hair, when you're paying like 150 plus more, that's more of an investment to someone who wears hair all the time. It's an investment to them because they can wash it over and over again. It's really good quality.
I
So they
would
feel like
never
they can keep reusing it.
I would never understand the whole hair phenomenon because hers was like all over my house. Used to be all in everything. Then I'm watching women back and forth with her. Girl, send me this, send me that. Let me use this. I done seen it. So
It's just something different for a black woman and your hair. It just means something. Like,
I
look,
I I,
I
I
swear these
see.
scrub caps for when you have it. Look, this like the best thing that ever happened to me was these hats. I love them. It allows me to be professional in
Yeah.
between my hairdos. But
Okay.
I can't wait till this weekend to get my hair done.
See, hey, I wore the fitted cap and I needed a haircut today. But I was trying to get home and like get prepared for y'all. So I had to, I wear many hats. So
Yeah.
but like you said, if it's y'all got the quality and y'all got everything that everybody else is doing, so it shouldn't be no excuse.
Yeah.
And I agree. Black people do support each other.
They
It's
do.
just I think some people take it too far. You know, like because I mean on a daily basis, I got friends that cook out of houses, that cook,
Mhm.
that sell clothes on the cool, cologne, and I'm open to all of that. My Cash App, I can just press one button and you'd be amazed at who I send money to, and not all the time just for goods, but just support. Like
Mhm.
I got $25 extra, and it's nothing. Hey man, here, or her,
Yeah.
take this. I'm big on birthdays, that type of stuff. So, I try to give back.
Yeah.
Uh let me ask y'all this. Um y'all touched on it earlier about becoming bosses and leaders. What I wanted to do on the back end of it was like, is it something or an event or someone that pushed you to become who you are, like out front and basically doing what you're doing right now?
Yes, for me it was in 2019. I went through a great deal of loss. Me and my kids, where we lost our house. I ended a very tumultuous marriage. It was horrible.
Oh
Um,
wow.
yes, and through all of that, I'm a firm believer that out of bad comes good. I was
Mm-hmm.
pushed for the first time out of my element. So at first I was depressed. I was at the lowest point in my life and I didn't want it to continue on. But being pushed out of my comfort zone really made me find my strength. I really learned my relationship with God got stronger. Me and my
Mm-hmm.
kids became stronger. So through all that, I can say I found Kina. I found my strength. And I realized just what all I could do. So all these years I've had all these ideas in my head and I just
Yeah.
began to push them
Yeah.
outwardly. So I was unafraid to move forward. I was unafraid to do anything else at this point because I'm like, hey, if I can be pushed all the way out of my element and do things that I've never done before, I know that with the help of God, I can do anything. And
Mm-hmm.
Right.
that's why you see the woman that's before you here now. I've just I'm
Mm-hmm.
unafraid
Hey,
to embark on any journey now because I know that God will. He's gonna be with me. He's gonna take me
hey,
through.
I'm proud of you, man, because I remember
Mm-hmm.
I always had you on Facebook, and you was always with your kids or whatever, and you know, I guess I on the outside looking in, it seemed like everything was good with your marriage, because I mean, until you just told me, I never knew that it was bad. You always posted positive things. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it would
I'm
give you the
For the most part, I'm a pretty positive person. A
Mm-hmm.
person couldn't, well, you never will be. Even on a bad day, I'm the type of person I'm going to uplift another person. I've always, I've had people to always tell me you have a giver's heart, so you always be blessed. And so I'm the
Mm-hmm.
type of person, even throughout going through my ordeal, I've just learned along the way. Hey, somebody else over here is going through something 10 times worse.
right,
And
right,
I'm not one to put my personal business, so it'll always be something uplifting, something to, because for the most part, even if I'm going through something, I'm gonna find something to be happy about.
Mm-hmm.
hey, that's what's up right there. I
Always
mean,
finding the light in the darkness.
I'm saying like a lot of people. That's some testimony. Excuse my French, but some testimony for your ass right there. Real
Mm-hmm.
spill. Miss West.
Oh wow. Well, I went through a series of deaths, starting with my sister-in-law had passed that April of 2020, and then my husband, August 15th, we found out he was positive for COVID. I was negative, and so um, he did. It was like a month-long fight. Um, I wasn't able to see my kids. My grandfather had passed, and while we were in quarantine, my grandfather didn't wake up. So I had to, you know, deal with all that, not being able to say my goodbyes and all that. And then my husband passed, and then, friends of family passed. And, with my husband passing away, I lost a lot of people, not through death, but physically.
Right,
People, you find people out when I'm talking about when you get to your lowest of the lowest. But,
Mm.
I thank God for it in spite of, because
okay,
I would have forever been blinded, to all of that. And I just constantly just thank God in spite of, because a lot was revealed. But at the same time, um, I grew. I turned away from God for a little bit. I'm gonna be honest. I had so many questions. Why would God give me this amazing man and then just up and take him away? Don't get no better than Junior. He was the best husband. If anybody was perfect, it was him. Coffee by my bed every morning when I woke up. I mean, I had to learn how to grocery shop again, pay bills again. He did everything. I didn't work unless I wanted to. I did what I wanted with my money. Um, he was just amazing. He was an amazing father. He was patient. He baked with the girls. I mean, he was a better parent than I always said he was a better parent than me. He loved to cook. I have to cook now. He was happy in his heart to cook for his family. He loved to go to work and grind for his family. He didn't sit on the shade trees with men and all that. If he knew you was playing your wife, he cut you off. Cause But anyways, I lost him. Then I lost one of my really close friends. Um, actually two of them. One in the physical and one, through death. But I had to. It's like either you gonna sink or swim. You got these kids. I didn't want to be here no more. I didn't want to wake up every day and try to figure it out how to live without my husband, how to go each day. It just seemed like every day when I woke up, I had to, figure out how to make it through the day without him. And so finally, I had to get it together. And I said, you know what? I got to turn this pain into something else. I got to do something with this pain. And what I got to do is I got to show other people, it's not the
Right.
end, you know. And I had to go through a lot to get here. I've been persecuted. A widow is not supposed to smile. She's not supposed to dress up, go out, look nice. She's supposed to always appear sad. Well, I am sad.
Okay.
Sheran,
You know,
what I had to learn with people is if we live
You
our
had to
lives
excuse the
based on,
signal.
on
it's okay.
huh? Oh, I was just saying that what I've learned is you just have to live your life, not
Hmm.
for this person or that you live it for
Yep.
you. When you
That's
doing what's
it.
pleasing to God, everything else will take care of itself. But you were so right
Hmm.
throughout going through things in life. Sometimes the people that you think that are supposed to show up for you won't. They
Oh
won't
yeah.
show up for you, and it's very hurtful. But you just,
Hmm. Oh, it is.
I've learned in my transition to just say, you know what, I love you in spite of, but it taught me how to move with you. How I'm going to move and proceed with you, and that's all. I
Hmm.
love you the same, but
Hello.
I can't be the way I used to be with you, and I just it made me a happier person if I can say such. I and I don't mean this in a bad way. When I run across good people in this world, I'm surprised when I meet good
LD,
people.
I'm
I'm
gonna hear you.
surprised when a person is about their word. I'm surprised then. Being
Hmm.
people who are not right, that doesn't surprise me anymore. I'm
Yeah.
surprised when I run across good people.
She still there?
Wow. Yeah. I'm here.
Hello.
Yeah. I
We-
can hear you. I can hear you.
I think he got some lag in his. I think his screen is froze.
I think so too.
Craig? But yes, you just have to push on. Everything else will work itself out.
It's all you can do, but I look at it as God removed those people because I feel like where he's taking me to, he didn't want those people included in what
And,
he
and,
had for me.
that is a crucial part of the puzzle also.
Yeah. Yeah. So um, but like I said, in spite of, I
Yes.
just I thank God. And I've still, I went through some things, um still, but it's okay. When they say what doesn't kill you make you stronger, that's true.
Yeah, I mean,
That is
it
so
won't.
true.
It is. It is.
Hmm.
You take those stones that people throw at you, you take them.
Hmm.
Just kind of reminds me in the Bible when they would throw dirt. Take it, he shake it off and he pack it under his feet. And
That's
before you
it.
knew it, all that was used to lift.
That's it. That's it. But yeah, but I learned that too, Kena. I learned, I'm in a phase to where I'm worrying about me. I was always thinking about other people and, you know, making sure the people were good and always being there for people. But it's time for me to be there for me.
And when
So
you
I can,
do, you actually free yourself. You do. I
yeah,
even had
oh,
to do
I
that.
feel so free. I'm happier. I'm so much happier.
I
Hmm.
even do that with my kids now. People are like, you put your kids first. No, I put me first. And in a sense, I mean that to say that when I take care of me and I'm at the best of
You're
my
taking
mental
care of
mental,
them.
I'm able to take care of them. And
And
I
see,
learned a
you
lot about myself.
I know you can think back, it's like of moms, sometimes we do that. We don't take care of ourselves. And we're just worried about everybody else, making sure everybody else is good. But if we're not good, how are we gonna be, good for them, for the people around us who are depending on us?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You have to.
You have to, girl. That's so true.
Yes. My little one done took advantage of me since I'm on this podcast.
Really, up on the phone, everything else. Huh?
Why you pour that orange juice in that bottle?
Yeah,
I
I
don't
got
know what
mine
that
over
happened to
here.
Craig thing.
Oh, I hate that so much.
Is it just spinning on your end?
Yeah, it's just spinning. And that's crazy because I mean our connection is good. It's just
Uh-huh. Hold on, I'll turn it like this. Oh, that's the bottom. Lord Jesus, that's the
yeah, you're
bottom.
sideways now. Oh, there he is.
Okay, there you go. Craig, I was gonna try to send you a chat. Hit the chat box. Can you hear us?
I don't even think he can see us. Can you see us?
It was what?
Can you
Oh,
see
there
us?
you go. Can you hear us?
Hey, Sheran.
Yes, sir. You doing a mic check? I can hear you, but I don't think he can hear me.
I can hear you.
You can hear me? And you can hear
Mhm.
him?
I can't hear him.
I forgot. Live stream. What program did he say he was using? StreamYard.
Yes, StreamYard.
Mm-hmm.
StreamYard is funky if you don't have a direct Wi-Fi connection or if it's not the strongest. That's why I got that word right into my computer.
Mm-hmm.
If he's running Wi-Fi and it goes from router, it'll do.
Well, maybe you need to tell him. Since you know.
Who is it again?
Lord have mercy. Kina, so what's your hours of operation?
Um, it's Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and
Mm-hmm.
on Saturday 11 to 5.
You're closed on Sunday and
I
Monday?
do I do Sunday by appointments only. I've been doing Mondays by appointments because for some reason people are calling, and since we're still fairly new, if I'm not busy, I meet them up there. So
Yeah, that's me. That's what I'm doing.
it's just a small business. So I have people that are like, oh, I can come into town on this week, so I'm not going to tell my buddies no that drive all the way from Texas to
Right.
see me. So yeah, I go and open up shop for them.
But we have to be careful not to overwork ourselves like that
Oh,
too.
I've realized that, Sheran, because I teach CPR classes. I had a lady last week. She was all for it until I told her it was a deposit required. So I'm like, man, because I heard people complain about that. But then on the flip side of that, if I don't charge a deposit and you don't show me that you're committed to coming and I drive up here, I missed out on time with like my son. It was a football game. I missed his football game and everything. So I just made up in my mind, no deposit, no appointment. I'm sorry, baby, because you have to respect my time as well as if I'm gonna prepare myself to come and put my things on hold for my kids, I'm gonna expect you to come. Or
That's
I'm gonna,
right.
or not. I mean, your deposit is forfeited, and it's just business. They charge a deposit everywhere now, and the doctor's office is about to start doing it. You're gonna pay a deposit up front to secure a office visit, and people don't
Really?
realize that. Yeah, when these people are all these cancellations, yeah, they're getting to the point that, yeah.
Wow. Mm-mm-mm. Well, I need to get with you on a CPR class.
Okay, all right, just let me know.
Yeah, I need to do that.
Just let me know. Yeah,
Yeah, what?
it's been a need for it in the area for a long time. So I was just like, hey,
Well, I'm so glad you did it.
you know what, Sheran, I am too now that I've started.
Mhm.
Um, being an entrepreneur is not for the faint of heart. Jesus.
No,
It takes
ma'am.
it takes a lot of work, a lot of work. You're gonna work sometimes more than oh my god, a person just I didn't even realize until I embarked
It
on
don't
it.
turn off.
Huh?
It doesn't turn off.
No, it
You know how like
doesn't.
you don't turn off being a parent?
Yes,
This is your baby, so
it is.
it doesn't turn off.
It is. It
Even in your
is.
sleep and when you wake up in the morning, it's
Girl, I've been up at 1 o'clock in the morning thinking, "Oh my God, did I order this? Did I do this?"
hmm
Yeah,
it's tough.
it's real. It's real. But you
Let's
know
see.
what? I wouldn't
hmm
take anything. I wouldn't take anything for it though.
Yeah,
I I've embarked on this journey, and I'm like, man, I should have had enough courage to do this years ago.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm
I'm glad
excited
I did too.
to
I'm
see.
learning more about myself. I get discouraged sometimes still, but I have to push myself. Um,
I don't think any human being that has ever embarked on this journey. For me, I read a lot of books to get started, and I had people sending me different quotes, but I realized that anybody that has embarked on it, and actually Joe Austin, I talked to him one day, and I was just telling him, I was like, Joe, I'm afraid to fail, and he was like, you to step out, and he basically, to paraphrase it, just told me you have to be unafraid if you're really
yeah,
going to embark out on something out here. And I took that to heart, and I really that it is just something that stays with me every day. So what if I
yeah.
failed at something? So what? At least I tried.
You
And
tried.
yes, at least I tried. And that's my
That's right.
mindset. At least I tried. And so I
hmm
push hard every day with that
Yeah.
mindset.
Well, it's like I don't have, like this is my kind of like all in all. I don't work. This is my business is it.
Well, no,
So,
I'm still working, but I am going to change jobs. And it's been a hard decision because I just got promoted. But
no, that's
yeah,
awesome.
yeah, and I mean, maybe even a year ago, I would have been like the happiest person ever. But now it's just not right for me. So,
Yeah.
yeah, it's not right for me. I am going to continue to work, but it's going to be something else because I'm at a point where I'm not allowing anything to come in between me and advancing my business.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm at a crossroads. It's just me. It's just me working in my shop.
Well,
Me and
don't.
my boyfriend helps.
That's good. But don't be discouraged. Do
My
not be
Hey,
boyfriend,
discouraged.
he's a huge help. So I thank God for him.
That's good.
Can you hear us now?
yeah, I am so sorry.
Oh,
I
Oh,
that's
don't
you
know
good?
whose internet it like. I just see where the signal went very low, and I don't know if it's the weather outside or anything like that. But and I haven't seen out where Keena came back yet.
I'm
Um,
I'm here.
but you said it's just you and your boyfriend at your shop working?
well, yeah, yeah. Basically, it's just me and him. He helps, but he can only help so much because he's a full-time musician, and he has about 10 different streams of income and things that he has to do. So,
Right.
and I
Miss
don't want to interfere with that because
Isom, I
he's.
apologize for what just happened.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
you
okay.
good?
Whenever I send this in, I'll probably try to get it edited so it'll be going back to the good part because right before that happened, everything was pretty good. I appreciate y'all sticking with me.
Oh yeah, most
Um,
definitely.
him being a musician, I definitely want to link with him. Um, and as far as like you said, like a millionaire always got more than one stream of income.
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
So
absolutely.
if you're not a grinder, this not for you.
Mm-mm.
With me right now, because I am disabled and did 21 years at the plant, but I still do podcasting. Right now I'm trying to get my body back to where like next January, next July, I think I'm going into personal training, trying to help
Mhm.
people. And then, like I said, I do music. I do a lot to try to generate income and different stuff like that. One of the things I wanted to share with you guys, testimony wise, like I said, I knew where y'all was coming from with long-term care facilities and stuff like that. When I was in the hospital, the dude tried to get new lungs. They were pumping like probably 15 plus liters. You know, I was on the ventilator for like 3 months straight. They pumping oxygen into me. I'm passing out like 2 or 3 times. I ain't getting no better. The doctors at UT Southwest was like, you know, if you pass out another time, we're looking at like putting you into an induced coma until we can find the lungs. And I'm like, oh snap, you know, and
That's scary.
Very.
yeah, and the nurses and CNAs that I had, a couple of them was from New Orleans because I know they came up to Dallas they said it was better money in Dallas than in New Orleans. So I was real cool with them. I always talk to them, and like, you know, I'm not giving too much information, but different pills had my stomach going crazy. I'm having bowel movements. Just I got no control of my lungs, body functions. I'm laying there like basically watching them every day. The kidney doctors are arguing with the lung doctors saying, hey, we're not giving you new lungs unless he gets some kidneys. The kidneys doctors are saying, hey, we don't need new lungs. We not, it's like, and I'm laying here dying. Like I'm just laying here listening to them argue.
There's no etiquette. There's
none. Like they on one side of the bed. Like, and people don't believe this, but it's the truth.
Oh, I
Like they
believe it. I
literally going
saw
at
it
it
with my husband.
over me.
Your hearing is is
So
one of the last sentences too. I try not to discuss anything around a patient that's laying in the bed helpless.
Yeah,
Damn.
that happened with my husband. I know you're telling the truth. He froze again.
Oh man, Craig. I hope it come on back through.
Me too. Gosh, I wanted to hear the rest of his testimony.
You look, you and me both. You see, I got my hands up here. I'm ready, girl. I had dozed off waiting to start. I'm up here.
Really? I just got through cooking, girl. I cooked. While you
I
went to
did.
McDonald's.
My crock pot helped me do that today.
I do.
Jericho, go tell Trina and Mike. Come on. What time is it?
It's at 8:53.
Okay, I see that now.
We may have to redo this one.
I don't know. I hate having a bad signal.
Me too. We may have to redo it. I don't know. He could edit it out or something. Have you had a chance to visit the beauty supply in Mount Pleasant? Oh, now Keena's gone.
No, I can hear you though. I'm answering.
What happened?
No, I haven't. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah.
I haven't had a chance to go over there, make sure everything's done, and then let's get y'all dressed for bed. That's what I was looking at the time. I haven't had a chance to go over there.
Yeah.
I said I was gonna check it out. But
Yeah,
no,
I gotta go. I actually told her that I was gonna let her know when I was opening, but I end up not doing like a whole grand opening thing because my shop is so small. I was just afraid. I'm still scared of COVID, so I didn't want, lots of people rushing in. I want to keep everybody safe. So I just kind of opened up and kind of slid it in there like I'm open. So, but anyway, I didn't tell her that I was open, so I'm gonna have to go visit her and let her know um basically what the deal is, because she was gonna come up for my opening. So, but I had already said, I'm gonna when I go get my beauty supplies, I'm gonna go get them from her. Yeah, to give her some support. Yeah, I see you, Craig. Tina, can you see me? Yeah.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah, can you hear me?
I can't hear nothing. I can't
Oh
hear nothing.
no. I can hear you. I can hear you.
I
Well,
can't
I
hear
gotta blow my
nothing.
nose. He can edit this out. Craig, I can see you. Can you hear me? It's 8:56. That is in the shower. Can you tell him? Let me take a shower. The stove off.
Sheran, can you hear
Yeah, I
me?
can hear you. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay, cool.
I
Turn
went through
the stove off under the soup.
I went through a moment where I couldn't hear anything.
Yeah, I mean, I could always hear you. I can't hear him.
Oh. Yeah, we might have to redo it. Poor Craig.
Now, girl, when I tell you I'm tired, oh, I can't even really think straight.
He just sent me a chat. He was just like, he doesn't. Hold on, Sheran. You may got the same one. Hold on. He said, "Hey, I don't know what's going on." He said, "So I'd like to thank you for your time, and maybe we can do something another time." Okay.
Okay.
Sheran, we're
Tell
gonna
him.
check. What are your
Tell
hours?
tell him I said that's fine too. I'm
Okay.
good. I'm 10 to 6, so
Okay.
like about what we did tonight is fine. About 7:30, 8 o'clock. Between there is good.
Okay.
So just let him know I'm good. Tell him it's okay, really.
Yes.
Cause this type of stuff, like I love this. I do this all the time with my boyfriend. I have my own. The Nappy Social has a podcast.
Okay. Okay. Good
So
deal. Good deal.
yeah.
Well, I told him, well, it was good to chat with you, and I will
It
check you out.
was. So hopefully we'll get to do it again.
Yes. All right. I'll see you.
Bye. You take care.
Bye bye.